What we're going to talk about today, Twinks.
I have no idea what that is. Except
Twinks,
in PvP.
Hunks, himbos. What are these things? What are the differences? What are the applications? And we're going to find out today.
Of course, it's the Femboys. What do you mean?
Okay. Still very much a masculine body type.
All I know about Twinks is like,
hairless.
wow, level
much
19
smooth.
battleground
There's a
Twink,
spectrum
okay?
Of how feminine is it? How masculine is it? I think the misconception with Twinks is there's been a new word added to the vocabulary, which is femboy. But with the twink, and then over here, let's draw a bear.
What the?
What is bear?
That's a bear?
Large, not like bodybuilder style. We're talking thick. We're talking thick and hairy. Okay. What do you think?
Thick and hairy.
The animal, man. Just the animal. The
Bears are what?
vicious, you know.
What do they look like?
Okay.
Very hairy, very large, very thick. So on the scale, bears.
Druid. Yeah, so a druid is a bear.
Overtly masculine.
Checks out.
Overtly.
Got
Not
it.
chiseled, because you know there are bodybuilder types with like skinny waist, broad shoulders, but we're talking about aggressively big, strong, lumberjack-esque.
Lumberjack-esque. Okay, so big
The
and
addition of femboys into the discussion, it kind of switches things up because I would not necessarily say that
That's right.
a femboy can't look like a twink. Right? And it's sort of same thing with bears. With a twink, I think it's much more physical. It's a much more.
what you
physical
mean same
description,
thing as bears?
right? And
So a
within this
femboy can be a
spectrum,
bear?
there's a lot of physicality going on. But when it comes to femboys and bears,
Yeah, I
there's
can
sort
turn the
of
video
a spiritual
There you
aspect
go.
to it.
Let me
The
know if
old
it's too low
scale
now.
was a little too limited. With the addition of femboys in recent times, we're able to push the femininity of the body type. But at the same time, a femboy can still be a twink. Even, I think, a femboy can even reach past the twink territory into bear territory. There's a certain amount of fitness
A
associated
fembear?
here too. You see, bears are very strong. But if you are
A
closer to
fembear?
twink territory, it doesn't mean you're not strong too. There is something. You know what otter mode is?
No idea.
What is an otter?
An animal that's in the ocean that makes funny noises.
When you think of an otter, you think of water. You think of sleekness, agility, ability
We
to
do?
swim.
I think of
Otter
teeth.
mode refers to like a
And
swimmer's
tail.
body. Not so smooth and soft like a twink, but not so big as a bear. I would put otter mode in between here. Closer to twinkage. Think of a twink, slightly more
Otter
toned
mode?
twink.
Huh?
So here we have 4 body types here on the spectrum. As you know, we have here twinks.
What the
bears,
fuck is
fit,
that? That's the
skelly
necro.
mode, okay? And then right here would be otter mode. So again, just really briefly, these are the body types. You know, we think of stuff like femboy, which is more of a essence, a state of being. When we're thinking purely physical, I think we need a good frame of reference. So here we have twinks and bears, like we talked about. And here we have bodybuilders, right?
Hunks,
Athletics. There's a range in between bears and twinks. Overall, generally, I would say these are the fit body types. And over here, we have skelly mode.
I'm dying.
This is the Asmongold's of the world.
What do you mean? Asmon's not a
Femboys could be anywhere
skelly.
in like this. zone.
Bruh.
This range, I think, is like the most attractive range. Purely physical, right? Because here, you're still very much masculine, very fit, but still, if you notice, look at the range for femboys.
Asmon.
You're still in femboy territory.
Asmon
The
is
best of
fully
both
skelly.
worlds.
No,
You can
he's
have your
not.
cake and eat it too.
It's not. Like, he's not skelly.
We hear this is the
What the
Professor
heck?
Randall chart of twinkology. Okay.
I've seen
Here we
skellier
have
skellies than him.
twink, femboy.
Watch his shower
What are
video.
we talking about? Let's
I'll
define it
pause.
firsthand. Femboy.
I
We're
like
talking
to
about
not
Astolfo.
see
We're
Asmon
talking about Peter
naked.
Regan
Thank
Lennes.
you.
We're talking about
I'm
Felix.
good.
You know, we're talking about
I'm good.
Boys. very much still male. Twink, much more masculine than a femboy. Perhaps twinks and femboys have a crossover. There's an argument to be made. There's an argument to be made that femboys and twinks cross over. But not all
Today
twinks
I learned
are femboys.
new-
Not all twinks consider themselves femboys, right? And again, twinks being smooth,
Like today I
younger,
learned new words. I learned
prettier
twink, bear,
males,
otter.
but not
And-
necessarily femboys.
I knew
Hunks,
femboy and I
very
knew
much masculine,
hunks.
very much, you know, your standard build. You know, what you think
Your
of a
standard
stereotypical
build.
masculine built male.
Bruh,
A bear
bruh,
on
hunks
the
are
far
not
end
your
of the spectrum,
standard.
opposite of
Bears
femboy,
are, okay?
aggressively,
At least in the
overtly
US.
masculine, big belly, strong
sorry.
muscles, built for labor. You're talking about a lumberjack. Just a thick.
I
thick
think like
masculine
twinks are more
hair
common
as
than
well.
hunks.
Let's just pick some random people and put them on here. So Astolfo. Here.
Really? We're starting with
Very much
Astolfo?
feminine, but not pure 100% feminine.
Really?
I'm kind of feeling like right here-ish, right? Maybe. Are we far twink? Oh, actually, maybe here. Because if we go here, we're kind of leaning more towards bear and hunkage, right? So maybe
No, that's not how the graph works.
I'm feeling.
Bruh,
Okay, we have Astolfo.
that's not how graphs
Let's
work.
add some more characters.
Where do you think I would go
Blake,
on that scale?
come up here.
Not too slender. You know?
Again, it's two aspects: spiritual
You
and
fast
physical.
stop interrupting the
what about-
professor.
what's middle?
The professor is
Do I have
wrong.
a little bit of everything if I'm here in the middle?
Maybe, yeah, you're pure, perfectly balanced.
Well, I'm probably just like right.
Yeah,
Nah,
I'm kinda leaning here as
he's
well.
more-
Very
he's more
slightly
bear.
Leaning towards bear, hunk.
But more like
Hunk?
right?
Oh, slightly more hunkage.
Slightly
More like
hunk, so close to
chunk.
the hunk. Yeah, I think
Blake is right here.
because I'm not really that slender.
But
You know,
like, you know, that
gotta
might
be-
just
it's
be
gotta
the
be right
jacket.
I might even push you a little bit further, actually.
yeah. Well, didn't you say hunk was like your standard frat boy?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, you know.
Yeah. Okay, like right here. Let's say.
Our definition of hunks are different.
Professor,
Professor Lando.
What are you?
He looks
Professor?
like someone who
Yes,
works
sir.
out, does
Fair and
he?
hairless when I want to be. No
He
facial
looks
hair, no
like he
chest
doesn't
hair.
work out.
Just am I very listen? Am I perfectly balanced? Because that's a very important benchmark, bookmark. Okay, if you're saying I'm perfectly balanced, that's a large statement. Because if I'm perfectly balanced, then you're gonna be what other things are compared to. Am I Blake's mirror? Oh. Am I like right here?
Dude.
Explain to me
yeah,
the
I
video
think that's
people who
the
don't
answer, dude.
understand graphs.
Abraham Lincoln.
Tall,
For
lanky,
real,
Tall,
like
lanky.
he
Kinda
doesn't
got a little
understand
twink body.
graphs.
Yeah.
But he's hairy. He's got a thick beard.
Ooh, that's true.
You know, he's got large. He was a wrestler.
This is a tough one.
They're like
Yeah, of
he's more
course.
twink.
Shady, of course.
So
Hey,
maybe, like, here,
tease.
Doc is shaking his head. They're saying yes. Doc, what do you think? Oh, you think?
Okay,
he's-
I don't
you
think
Abraham
Professor
Lincoln-
Lando
oh, Abraham
is
Lincoln's way more
anywhere
hairy.
near
He's got
twink
a
or
thick
femboy
beard.
He's
territory.
so hairy, yeah.
Okay, let's do two presidents. Abraham Lincoln. And
Which
Theodore
part of
Roosevelt.
that is twink
Teddy Roosevelt,
femboy?
so then Abraham Lincoln. So now we have something.
Their definition is off.
If Teddy Roosevelt's here, if Abraham Lincoln is less
my
of a
God.
twink than Professor Lando, it has to be on this side of the spectrum. But he also is
That's
more
not
of a bear
how it
than
works.
Blake, so it has to be above this asymptote here.
That's
Teddy
not how it
Roosevelt,
works.
Abraham Lincoln is less of a bear than Teddy Roosevelt. So we're saying that he could be in this entire zone. But we're saying that he is more of a twink than he is a hunk. So that means
Go back
that
to
Abraham
school.
Lincoln
Oh
is
my
in
God.
this zone right here. So the doc says that he is more of a twink than he is a bear. If that's true, Abraham Lincoln. Let's do Link from the Legend of Zelda. More
Which
of
one?
a hunk than Astolfo,
Which
but
outfit?
less of a hunk than Professor Lando. More of a
Which
femboy than
outfit?
Professor Lando, but not as much of a femboy as Astolfo.
Yeah, we need something in the bottom left quadrant, man.
Who is hunk and femboy? See, this could
Like
be,
it's
this
right
is
in the
almost a paradoxical zone. Because a femboy hunk, that's a twink. Inosuke from Demon Slayer.
Oh, dude, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. He leans definitely probably more towards the hunk side, right, than femboy.
I surmise Inosuke
Huh?
Where is Germa? Is Germa more hunk? or
Huh?
twink? Wait, femboy, bear? Do we have
Inosuke
equilibrium?
is not
True
there.
center. Okay, we have a reference point now. Germa is our reference point.
Wait,
I'm
wait,
having
wait,
trouble
wait,
filling
wait.
This.
Is there
Wait.
a bear twink?
Center. Oh, have equilibrium? True center or twink? Germa. Is
Right, the femboy.
I surmise Inosuke is here. Where is Germa?
Who?
Is Germa more hunk or twink? Wait, femboy, bear?
Who?
Do we have equilibrium? True center. Okay, we have a reference point now.
I
Germa
tried
is our
to
reference
pause
point.
and
We're having
see
trouble filling
who
this.
it
there
is,
a
but
bear
like they
twink?
only keep it
What's
for
a
a
bear
split
twink?
What the heck is a
second.
bear twink?
Waluigi. Well, that's because Waluigi, I guess if they're slender with facial hair, they're an Abe Lincoln-esque type of character.
Christ.
You know, I would think
Bear
maybe
twink.
like here. The Beast Titan, slender, tall, insanely tall and lanky, but with a big beer belly and he's hairy.
Oh my gosh, we did it. Dude, where do you think our boy Doc would go?
Dr. Honkasei, more bear than
Bruh.
femboy,
Yeah,
but more twink than hunk. I'd say right here.
that's our boy Doc.
The heat map. Okay. Okay.
So let's make
If
a
they're
heat map.
gonna get it as bad,
This is our heat map. The survivor bias of twinkage. If you
Jesus
look at this, things
Christ.
tend to be very much centered, as all things are. A sort of
Okay.
normal distribution of twinkage. Seems like we have a strong
Okay.
tendency to go towards the middle, but slightly more towards fembology. However, when it comes to extremes, you have much more things often being extremes of hunkage and bearage. And very few things are hunk and femboy, and very few things are bear and twinks, because that makes sense, because if you look
that's
at
because
hunk,
you have no
femboy,
idea
and
how
bears
to
and
put
twinks,
shit on a
this is sort of
graph.
a contradictory zone. The upper right quadrant and the lower left quadrant.
Talk about-
I think we can conclude that.
talk about bias.
I don't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't know what to conclude either, mate. From that. Ugh. But hey, I learned new words today, chat. I learned new words. And that he thinks he's a femboy. A twink femboy at that. Which I strongly disagree with. No offense, Professor Lando, but you're no femboy and you're no twink. I expect proof otherwise if you are, you know what I'm saying? Femboyology.